Hey everybody, welcome back to Bruce's Bees, and today is an exciting day for me. We're going to do the 10,000 subscriber giveaway today. This is a lorobbees oxalic acid vaporizer. Rob, the creator of this product, was gracious enough to send me one of these to give away at 10,000 subscribers. I really appreciate that, Rob. Also included in this giveaway is a respirator and the appropriate cartridges to be able to treat your bees. I'm a pretty big believer in oxalic acid. If you've watched my videos, you know that. I used Vaporizer last fall to treat my hives as well. But over the years, oxalic acid has been my primary form of treatment for my bees, for mites. And you know, my bees have been pretty healthy all along. I've not done a real good job of doing alcohol washes to see the effectiveness of it. I haven't been super scientific with my approach. I need to do a better job of that here in the future. I do know that it works well, particularly if there's not a lot of brood in the hive, because the oxalic acid does not penetrate the brood cappings. It's a tremendous treatment to use on new splits. For example, I did some splits not long ago and put queen cells in those splits. Over the couple of weeks it took for that queen cell to emerge and get mated, of course the brood that was in those splits would have emerged, and there's young bees in there with no capped brood in there. So that's a perfect time. Once that little queen is mated and starting to lay, before that brood is capped, it's a perfect time to treat for mites. Here in the south, the bees typically do not completely shut down their brood production, but of course in the winter time there's less brood than the rest of the year. So late fall, winter, or early spring are a good time to treat. I do use it some to knock the mites back this time of the year. Even though there's some brood buildup, I'll just try and knock those mites back. I know some people say that's not effective. I agree, it doesn't kill every mite in the hive, but if it can just knock the mites off the bees, I don't see how that can hurt anything, and to me it will help give the bees somewhat of an upper hand. And honestly, with honey flow about to come in, we're not going to be treating a lot for mites in these hives unless they're brand new splits. And so we'll just try to get through the honey season and then maybe hit them with something a little stronger in the summertime. But that's kind of my philosophy with the oxalic acid. I really like it. I've used it. It's so easy. It's inexpensive. You do have the initial cost of the vaporizer, but once you get that vaporizer and get everything set up, the oxalic acid treatments themselves are very, very cheap to do. So there's going to be 3 requirements to win this thing, and I'll talk about the first one now. The first requirement is for you just to go hit that like button on this video. And that's pretty simple. Just go down there, wherever it is, whatever kind of device you're using, and hit that like button. And we'll talk about the second one here in a minute. I think I'm gonna get my vaporizer cranked up and treat a couple of hives here so you can see kind of what it looks like when it's treating bees. These splits were made almost a month ago now. We put queen cells in there. I think it's been actually 4 weeks. You'll see I've already treated them once. Or you'll see this hole right here in this section just above the base of the bottom board underneath the deep box. It works on any type of hive, whether it be a nuke like this with this particular style, or a standard bottom board with a 10 frame or an 8 frame. I haven't figured out how to do it in the Apame hives yet. Maybe Rob can have some guidance for us on that. I know he has some Apame hives. So I take a 1/4 inch bit right here, make sure the holes are drilled. And if I already have used these before, what I'll do is just use that drill bit, make sure that they haven't been propolized, because you don't want to try and stick that vaporizer in there and not be able to push it in. Some people will put a golf tee in here to keep it open. People do different things, but I just bring my drill bit along with me. You can use a small stick, a small dowel, a nail, whatever to clean it out. So Rob also includes some of his little cups in his kit when he sends you the vaporizer. All you do is you just take some oxalic acid, put it in the cups like this. I think it's supposedly like 1 gram per box or something like that. And now we're ready. I've just got it hooked up to my truck battery here. Now, if you're going to do a lot of hives, you probably want to turn your vehicle on, because I normally have a marine battery with me that's charged up. but I don't have it charged up, and so it's at the house on the charger right now, and this will work fine. I took this inverter up to my car battery, or the whatever kind of battery you have. This is 750 watt inverter. I bought at Harbor Freight. It has worked well for the last, I don't know, 2 or 3 years since I've had it. And then I hooked my cord up to that. And my vaporizer's out here, ready to go. It has an on-off switch, which I really like. Flip that on, and give that a chance to warm up and get ready to go. I use the RZ mask to protect myself from the oxalic acid vapor. This is it. It has a filter on it, active carbon filter, which protects from organic acid vapors and fumes, which is what oxalic acid vapor is. Most people use the 3M respirators. I have a hard time getting those to fit my big old egg head, but this mask is super comfortable and works well for me. If you're interested in finding out more about it, you need to do your own research and just go with whatever you feel most comfortable with. Okay, I got the mask on. We're going to treat these bees, but you got to listen close if you want to win this vaporizer. You need to go to the comments section and type in the word service, S-E-R-V-I-C-E, down below. That's going to be critical if you want to have a chance to win this vaporizer. All right, we're going to start with this one over here. We're going to do these 3. Lots of times I'll plug up the entrances, but I don't think it's really necessary with these small nukes like this. I'm going to be hitting them with plenty of oxalic acid vapor to do the job. All right, so the vaporizer's heated up. I tried to use it. It actually needed to be cleaned out, so I thought I'd mention that before I got started. It's important to clean it out. I just used water in there, rinsed it out really good, cleaned it out really good, and now it seems like it's working fine. So what you do is, let's take this thing, put the cup on there. With it like this, the vaporizer is upside down. Stick it in that hole we made, right there. And you want to get it, tap the acid down in there, and you'll see the temperature. I don't know how well you can tell that, but the temperature has dropped to 350 degrees right there. It went a little bit lower, now it's coming back up. See the vapor coming out of the hive? Now for those who may be wondering about this RZ mask, the vapor's not, there's a little bit of a wind blowing, but I don't smell it at all. Just let this come back up to 400 degrees, and you're ready to go to the next one. I'm going to take this cup off, let it cool down, and we'll come over here to this one. Right here like this. Put it in here. Put it upside down. Temperature drops, 345, 343, and it'll go back up. Should be able to see the vapor coming out of the front of the hive there. So it works well. See, it's coming out of the top now too, a little bit. $10,000 subscribers, man, that's cool. That's awesome, and it's all because of you guys watching the videos and being a part of this journey with me. There is one more requirement to win this vaporizer, and it is, I would love for you to perform a random act of service for someone. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. Anything big or small will suffice. Just do what you can to help someone out. That is what makes the world a better place. And there's really no way I can check up on that or follow up on that. That's up to you to decide. So go back in the video, find the other requirements. If you want the vaporizer, go ahead and do those things. And then we'll see who wins this thing. We're gonna give it a few days here, see what we come up with, and then we'll announce the winner very soon. I appreciate y'all coming along for the ride with me on this YouTube thing. 10,000 subscribers is a big landmark for me. I've been working on that for a while. I look forward to 20, 50, 100, who knows where it can go. We're just gonna keep going and see what happens. It is a grind, but it's worth it to me, and I love it. I love the bees, and I love doing this YouTube thing. All right, guys, that's it for now. I hope you win, but if you don't, check out the website. I'll put it in the description, the vaporizer. You may want to consider ordering one if it's something that you're interested in. I think you'll be well pleased. Y'all take care and be safe.